All right, welcome to 321 Airsoft's YouTube channel, and today we're going to talk about G&G's affordable gun series. And the reason why I bring this up is over the years we've been selling the G&G product. It hasn't been a perfect line. There have been some things that we disliked about them, but for the most part, we like them. We like to sell them because we have very few of them come back with problems. For as many of these guns that we sell, and as well built as they are at that price point, they are a good gun for that price. You can't beat them, really. They make them out of a nylon polymer rather than the ABS, which means their bodies are very strong and hold up very well over time and with a lot of abuse. But right now we're going to go through the entire G&G Combat Series line, and I have a couple of them here, a cross-section of them here to show you what's available. And they range in price from about $139 all the way up to about $220. And that fits a lot of budgets, and you get a lot of cool stuff with them. You can get rail systems and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and start with just the basic one. Let me take the R8 out of here. We'll finish on that one. But what we have is the basic combat machine series. It is version 2 gearbox. It uses brass bushings. It does not use bearings. The motors inside of them are marginal at best. They're kind of a lower end motor. They're not terrible. They're perfect for the springs in these guns that shoot about 330 to 360 feet per second. Anything over that, if you start modifying these guns, you're really kind of messing with what works. The G&G series gearbox, it's well designed for what it is in that range, the 330, 360 feet per second. You start adding a heavier spring, you're going to crack off the front of these things. You're also going to need a better motor, and you're going to have to add power. They are the types of guns that you buy, and if they work, don't mess with them. And if they do malfunction, just replace and keep it near stock as possible. I have the Dark Earth ones here. They do come in black. They also have a pink version, which you guys have already seen. It's nothing new to you. The charging handles on them do not work. They just pull back. They do have really solid hop-ups in them. The hop-up assembly in the combat machine is made out of a plastic, but it is very consistent, and it holds its setting without having to mess with it all the time. It does not drift during play, and that runs throughout the whole entire series because they use the same hop-up. Again, the body's made out of nylon resin. The spine of it is metal. The only thing that kind of stinks about these guns is that if you want to modify them in the future, you can't really take off this front sight post. This triangle right here is molded into the metal, so it's not going anywhere. You have to keep this. Delta rings are really tight, which means the grips stay on. The batteries don't flop out of them. And everything about them is nice and clean, crisp, selector switch. It doesn't drift or flop around. I've seen very few of these kind of fall off with like sometimes you see with other brands. The carry handle does come off. It gives you a full rail on the top so you can use optics. And without a battery and charger, this gun runs at about $139, which is a great backup gun or a primary if you're just getting started. And I would also recommend that you stick with a 9.6 volt battery in here. I do run mine on an 11.1, and it's about 2 years old. The only thing that's happened to it is it's lost a little bit of velocity, which means I probably need to repack the cylinder set and put a new O-ring on it. But it's about 280 feet per second. It's dropped about 50 feet per second from when I first bought it. But it is a tank. It has not died. You can actually see me use it in one of my Irene videos because I had my primary gun go down early, and I used my combat machine throughout the whole weekend. And it worked so well that I just kept using it. So don't discount this gun. It's a great starter gun. I recommend it to everybody. But if you want one with a battery and a smart charger, they do pair them with a 9.6. It's going to jump the price up about 20 bucks per unit. So you're looking at $159 for a smart charger and a 9.6 volt battery. So there's your basic. Now going up from there, using the exact same internal gearbox, we have the Raider series. Now what's different about the Raider? Well, the Raider is wired to the rear. It uses a nunchuck style or double stick style battery in the crane stock. It gives you the option of a rail system, and the Raider does not give you carry handle. It gives you the chopped M4 rear sight. I think it's on the A2 is what they call it. I don't know, it's just a rear sight that doesn't have the handle, you know. There's technical terms and military terms for it, but I'm not an expert at that stuff. So, same gearbox. So everything inside this, you're getting exactly the same. I believe this is a Tango down style grip is what they use on it versus the standard M4 grip or M16 style grip. This one's got the short barrel. It does come with a long version, and then they have an XL version, which is even got a longer rail. So you can move up to the Raider. The Raider jumps you up into, like, with a battery and charger, this is going to put you in the $180 range. But you can get this basically without the charger and stuff for about $159. A good gun to start with. They do come with high cap magazines. They do have a 450 round high cap that comes with them. It's metal. High caps I'm not a big fan of because they have their downsides. You know, you shoot 20 rounds, 30 rounds, you got to keep winding it. So let's move up to the highest end of the Raider series or the Combat Machine series. And we have now the R8, which was just released this year. We were excited to get this gun in, but because it's got basically a 11-inch rail system on it, it's got a longer barrel than the standard carbine. This is a free float rail system, and it's made out of the same nylon resin. It's got the exact same internal gearbox. It's basically a Raider from here back, and then it's got this free float rail system on it. And it comes with this aimpoint style scope. It's a red dot. It is included with it. This one with a battery and charger, we retail at around $215. So if you look around, sometimes we have specials on them to get them under 200 bucks. But they do come in the dark earth and in black. And we do like this series. A lot of people end up buying it because you're getting about a $50 scope and a free float rail system for, you know, a decent price, a decent upgrade price. So that's it. That's the R8. The R8 does come with the G26 style magazine, which has the molded rubber grips on it, but it is again a high cap, and I think this one's only 350 rounds. So that was the Combat Machine series. Now they just released a new Combat Machine. This is the gas blowback Combat Machine. This is essentially a Raider body. With the gas blowback Raider, essentially they take a Raider body, which is the nylon resin Combat Machine body. Everything is the same. It's not, except for the zero wiring in it. And what they do is they put a drop-in gas blowback system, and it uses a gas mag and green gas, and what you have is a gas blowback airsoft gun that prices around the $150 mark. 150 bucks for a railed gas blowback gun. Each magazine runs about 50 bucks. That's where it gets expensive because the valve and everything that makes this really work is built into the magazine. But we gotta love this gun. I mean, for 150 bucks, it's fun to play with. Gas blowback, fully automatic. The only thing that's weird about them is to rock it into safe, you got to pull the charging handle back, and then it rocks into safe. But if you're looking for something that is along the lines of the Combat Machine series, they do have a gas blowback version of it now that comes in black. It comes in the Raider configuration and the standard carbine configuration. So I love this. I think this is fun. And I mean, for the price, it wouldn't hurt to pick one up just for giggles, especially if you're in the gas blowback world. Again, this is not like a lot of the other gas blowbacks. This does not have the, it actually doesn't really blow back, but it's a drop-in kit. So when you knock the receiver pin out and you pull this forward, there's actually an entire piece that slides in there, and they do nothing but use a regular Combat Machine body, and then they just put this gas blowback kit in there, and then you get the gas magazines. In theory, you could probably convert, say, like an R8 or a standard Combat Machine into the gas blowback series. They're still new to us, so we're kind of getting familiar with them. So if you guys are interested in any of those products, you can stop in and check them out at our store at 321airsoft.com. We're in Milford, Ohio. Or you can just send me questions or any comments on this channel. Remember, we got all kinds of other videos out there to watch. We do play, so there's a lot of game videos out there, and we talk about gear and all that stuff. But I just wanted to go through the Combat Machine line today and just talk about affordable guns. I'm not in 100% anyway endorsing this as the gun that you should have. I do own one, and it's a lot of fun, and it's held up, and it's been a great backup gun. So don't discount this series of guns. They've had some problems in the past with some sticky triggers and some bum motors, but it seems like this past line, they've kind of resolved that. I think the last time it was a quality control issue because they were trying to rush product to the market. So don't discount this gun because of some bad reputations and stuff like that. I love the combat machine. I mean, for the price, it's pretty consistent. Quality control wise, they're a pretty decent gun, pretty good build. So hope this helps out. Watch more videos on our channel, and we'll see you at the next one. I'm gonna hit the wall.